So we're live now.
Well, it says we're live, so
We're live now, like-
we are absolutely live.
Okay, let me try this. Can you hear that?
Yeah, they can hear that. Yeah,
Okay, I won't do that anymore.
Yeah, they can
We'll
definitely hear
not
that.
do that anymore.
Yeah, we won't do that anymore. Welcome to Times Like These podcast. First, want to say thank you very much to R&L Automotive for sponsoring the podcast. Russ is a good friend of mine, and he's a hell of a mechanic. And if you live in the Fort Wayne area, you can call 436 Auto. He's got a really killer deal for you too.
For me?
Yeah. Oil change with synthetic oil and a filter, $29.99.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I think that anyone that has a name of Russ needs to be a mechanic.
Oh yeah, he's a badass, man. He's gonna be on here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russ is a badass.
I'll check him out for real. Like,
And he's seriously really honest dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, he's an honest dude. I send my mom to him.
I like the guys that I use, but I've been using them for years. But I mean, it's $100.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got the high mileage on the Jeep and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah, full synthetic, $29.99.
Where's he at?
Right across from Sweet Cars.
Oh, I had a friend who used to work there.
Yeah, right across the street. Right next to the trophy place on West Jefferson.
Cool. I know where that is.
Yeah. Give him a call, tell him I sent you.
Okay.
436 Auto.
I won't remember. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah,
Auto.
he had a different phone number, and then he was able to procure the cool, easy to remember number.
Because it used
Like
to be OTTO, right?
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, Auto. Wrong Auto.
Wrong Auto.
That's not Auto from the pen or from Sons of Anarchy for any of you that will get that reference.
Wasn't he the bus driver for The Simpsons too?
I don't know.
I think
Otto?
so.
Was he?
Yeah, that crazy hippie dude.
Maybe.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. But hey, check him out. 436 Auto. R&L Automotive, $29.99. And he may still have some free Bluetooth speakers. I don't know that for a fact, but he was giving away Bluetooth speakers for new customers. But
Like to put them in your house or put them in your car or put them
yeah, little house ones, little like that big.
I cannot figure that stuff out.
I love them, man. I got all kinds of them. I've got one sitting over there, and
Now, see, that stuff is beyond me because I get frustrated really quick. Like my wife, she got a 14 Prius, bought it brand new. Get in there, and I'm trying to figure out. There's like 3 screens, and I mean, nothing fancy, but I mean, I guess fancier than what I'm used to. I'm trying to figure out the car, and I keep hitting a button, and it's like, oh, Bluetooth activated, and it's like screaming at me, and I'm like, I just want to put my 8-track in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I
I know. I've got Bluetooth in my work truck. I drive a dump truck, obviously. Well, you know that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
people out there, all 12 subscribers, may not know that.
You got that many now?
I got 12 now.
Dude, that's awesome. No,
Yeah,
for real. That is.
I'm killing it.
I love that you're doing this.
Killing
This is so fun.
It's fun. It is fun. But I've got Bluetooth in my truck. I've got this really cool $100 Bluetooth trucker headset that looks absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
unless you're in the truck. If you're in the truck, you look like every other trucker.
right.
So, but it's awesome. I mean, it's got noise canceling, so I can be driving down the road and you don't hear anything. Yeah, my fiance, every time I'm talking to her on the phone, she's like, "Are you sitting still?" And I'm like, "No, I'm heading down 69." She's like, I can't hear anything besides you, and that's why I paid $100 for this thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because all that road noise, and a lot of times I got my arm stuck out the window working on my trucker tan.
See, I drove with my dad. I drove over the road truck for 2 years, and that's the first thing I noticed is my left arm was tan, and I'm like Hispanic, so it tanned really, really well.
Yeah,
I just remembered I was Hispanic because I thought I was white for a long time, and then I gained a bunch of weight because you stop at the Flying J.
Oh, it's so easy, dude. It's so easy.
I'll take one of those giant, what are the pigs in a blanket? But it's like a foot long.
Oh, some of these places have Cinnabons. Cinnabon, like a kiosk inside where they're actually cooking.
Seriously?
Yes, fresh Cinnabons. Do you know what it's like to have to go in there and take a leak and then smell that and then try to walk out?
But here's the thing. I bet the people, is it hard? Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's no, it sucks. Go ahead.
It's like the people that work at Subway. Like when I walk into Subway, my sister worked there for years, and I ask her like, "Do you ever get used to the smell? Because it smells so good." She's like, "I hate the smell after a while." I
Yeah.
walk in there and I'm like, "Oh," so it's probably the same thing with the
Yeah.
thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
I just went over and got you want a coney dog?
No,
I just went over. Swear to
No.
God, because that Dawson's Dogs is right over. They've got
Oh,
that
yeah.
little place over there in Riviera. And
Yeah,
it's just like a little shack looking thing. And if you're not paying attention, you won't even notice it, or you won't notice that they're open. But I got a dozen for like $17.
dang,
Yeah, and they're
Wow.
good.
And they're good for you.
Oh, absolutely, they're good for you. I mean,
Well, I used
Coney
to-
dogs is a staple.
Yeah.
Pizza, hamburgers,
Yeah,
Coney dogs.
I like all that. Some of the best pizza I've had lately is like at the Speedway there. You know, so I'm in a hurry and I stop
Yeah.
and I just throw it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Buy a couple slices and get your speedy points.
What and they always like remind you it's like no, don't want. Oh, you can hear that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on Twinkies?
So you brought it up.
I don't know.
I love Twinkies, man. I mean, I think that I was really screwed up, man, when they went away.
They went away?
They went away a few years ago. Come on, man.
Those things last forever, dude.
No, like, dude,
Oh, like
seriously.
the whole thing?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, no more Twinkies.
Why?
I don't know. It was like a Hostess thing, or if Hostess was, I can't remember if Hostess went out of business for a minute. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like Hostess went under and somebody else had to go and buy them. But literally, people were selling these damn things on eBay for like hundreds of dollars for a box.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious.
Did you buy one?
No, but I would have. If I had the extra money, because, you know, it's
Twinkies. Yeah.
well, I mean, you know, I could walk by them 20 times a day and not pick one up. But when somebody tells you you can't have it,
You want Twinkies?
you want it.
Yeah.
We all want what we are not supposed to have.
It's a great Nine
Or
Inch
what we
Nails
can't
song.
have.
Great Nine Inch Nails song.
Yeah. I love that song.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why did Hostess go out of business? Did they finally get a conscience or something?
I don't know. I mean, too many fat people lawsuits or some shit on it. I don't know.
Oh man, you think they'd learn after McDonald's, but
McDonald's is still kicking butt, man. They're still making Big Macs and quarter pounders, and
you're gonna hate me because I listened to your last one. You guys were talking about it. You said anyone who doesn't like McDonald's is not a friend of mine. I love McDonald's food. When we were kids, you know, growing up, we didn't have a ton of money, and when we go out as a family and get like a quarter pounder with cheese, it was the best thing ever. Then I watched that damn movie with
yeah,
what's his nuts in
yeah,
there?
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Was
The
it
fat guy.
Michael Keaton?
Oh no,
Where
No.
he was the guy that went to the McDonald's. He saw the restaurant. He was selling like these like shake machines that would like
Mhm.
kick him out. And he saw the way they operated their McDonald's. The first one, I think it was in California somewhere. And he loved the system, so he talked to them about, you know, speeding it up and expanding and this and that. And then he ended up taking that name, giving each of those dudes, the McDonald's brothers, I don't know their first names, Ronald and you know, old, I don't know.
Yeah.
They got like $1 million, promised them, and this is a movie, so you know,
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate it is. I wasn't there. But basically they're saying we're going to give you residuals for the rest of whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Never gave him a penny, took their name, blew it up. That's why I will never eat at McDonald's again.
Ray Kroc.
Yeah.
That sound.
It's crock shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think their food's delicious.
It is.
It's not delicious, but it'll make a poop. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're hungry, I can go over there for $3.46, I think, and get 3 McChicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm not mad
And
at that.
you know, I mean, it's like throw a little barbecue sauce on them, and you're good to go, man.
Barbecue sauce on anything.
Oh, absolutely anything.
Fish sandwich, barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, I get these little burritos from the grocery store. Little pack of 8 bean and beef burritos. Oh yeah, and
Do they still have the hot dog burritos?
I've never seen those, because if I did, I would probably be addicted.
I think that, again, when we were kids, dad or mom would go to the commissary there and get these big old boxes of all these burritos, and I'd always dig out. There's the bean and cheese and the green chili, and then there's something else. But I'm like, where are the hot dog burritos? Because those were my favorite, and they're really disgusting. If I had one now, I'd be like, man, this tastes like shit. But back then, hot dog burritos, man.
I used to love Aldi's.
Oh yeah,
They had these little pizzas for like $2 or $3, and they were delicious. My oldest son, Brandon, he would turn down. Seriously, he would turn down going to Pizza Hut in lieu of getting one of these.
really?
Yeah. Like he would, if you offered him an Aldi's pizza or Pizza Hut, 9 times out of 10, he would say, I want the Aldi's pizza.
Is it Aldi's or is it Aldi?
It's Aldi.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't
Unless
know why.
there's two of them. Well, I do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, it's Time Corners, not Times Corner.
Oh yeah, I say it the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean we do it all the time.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So that's a Fort Wayne thing, by the way. I know we're not quite worldwide, and some of you will be. What are you looking for?
The camera.
It's right up there.
Oh, okay.
See, if you would have watched the sneak peek video that I have,
Yeah.
it kind of gives you a little layout. See my little guy hanging there.
That's awesome.
He's pretty neat. And then
What's that? A Monchichi?
I don't know, man. It's like a swinging thing, and if you put some batteries in it, it just wants to sit and swing. It's kind of neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Monchichi, so soft and cuddly.
Give me about 2 weeks and I'll look like one again. That was loud.
Oh yeah, good. People are making
ding ding.
Yeah, that's great. I did not know that was going to come through here, but I guess so.
What are they doing? Anybody?
There's a Facebook notification that watches for any cell phones, Android or iPhone. So, wanting to let me know that somebody's selling watches.
Oh, sweet! I need one.
And then a notification about Joe Rogan podcast, something.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's the man.
Do you listen to him all the time, or like?
Best of the week for Joe Rogan Experience. Thanks, Joe. You're killing me here. Brandon, I guess now all my stuff is going to start coming through. That's annoying.
Who's Brandon?
My son.
Tell him to stop
Joe,
it.
Oh, that's Joe Rogan once again. He's releasing all these things. So that's annoying. I guess I'm going to have to go through and kill all my notifications on my computer, but
whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hey, popular and people want to notify me about stuff.
Sometimes I had to turn mine off or not pay. Like I had to turn them off on everything back in the day because it was nonstop. And now it's like not that much. So it's not.
Nobody texts me or calls unless they're wanting something that I.
Yeah.
Or hey, your credit card is no.
Well, excuse me. I tell you, once I got out of real estate, like my phone became really, really quiet.
Yeah,
and it was nice.
It's real nice.
Yeah. Now, I mean, my wife, she's doing really well, and her phone is like nonstop. And I don't get mad because I understand I was there.
Yeah, you've been there, done that, and you got to pay bills. But
yep.
So it's kind of a necessary evil. But when I had the taxi company, you want to talk about your phone being off the hook?
Geez.
Because that was my, I took most of the calls. So I had my work number usually ported over to my number. And then customers just had my number, in case they just wanted to bypass work number, which I answered anyways, but it was always ported over. So my phone was just constantly going off, and that was old, and so when I opened up the other business, it was really peaceful because I was slow, but I didn't have to field all those calls,
right?
And I didn't have a bunch of people texting me all the time.
I think that was a cool thing. Like when I was in real estate, or I watch my wife now, it's people that she knows, it's people that she's dealing with, whether it's a client, whether it's other realtors, this and that. So, it's not a problem. It's not an issue there ever. But I think for me, like it was nonstop, and it was just like, okay, it's I don't normally answer my phone too much now because my hands are all goopy and stuff day to day. And
so tell everybody why your hands are goopy.
Because I like to pick my nose. and other people's noses. And no, because just because of epoxy art, all that stuff.
And that is a business that you are working on, and you had your grand opening a couple weekends
Yep,
ago.
a couple weekends ago. It was kind of rainy up there, but a lot of people came through. Got some good pointers and tips on, just we ask for feedback all the time. You know that.
Oh yeah.
And we had a open house about a month ago, 5 weeks ago, I think. That went really well. But we started it in December, and Greg, my partner there, my friend, he called me up, and he's like, "Hey, man, you ever heard of river tables?" I'm like, "Nope." Looked them up. Oh, those are neat. You heard of epoxy? Nope. He says, "Come out to the shop." So I trusted, dude. We helped him with the real estate transaction like 10 years ago, and he and I just stayed in touch. Went up there, got going on it, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do with like the rest of my life.
Right. So you're no longer doing the real estate.
Nope. It's been 3 years since I've been out of it. I still help my wife when she needs it. I become her assistant whenever, But
as you
now,
should.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And I take care. She works a lot, so take care of the house, take care of the dogs.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do. But yeah, we started in December, and then we got a lot of attention pretty early, and that scared me because I don't want to get into like, okay, yeah, we're better than we are, and this and that. And that's kind of mixed signals sometimes, but we just kind of stayed true to who we are and what we're doing, and made a lot of mistakes and what you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And we're finally getting to the point where we're more dialed in now. And yeah, we're doing a show this weekend in Columbia City downtown. The name of it slips me because we just signed up for it yesterday, but it's like all downtown Columbia City. I guess there's gonna be a lot of vendors, a lot of fun stuff, and yeah, my friend
outdoor thing.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, my friend Jeremy got me hooked up with that. Got us hooked up with that. So it's like, well,
Columbia City's got a really cool downtown, so that'll be a good time. Yeah. Is the weather supposed to be good?
It changes. It's been changing like every day. Yeah. So I think the last I checked, it was like 56 and 30% chance of rain.
Well, shit, your stuff's kind of almost impervious to rain, isn't it?
Yeah.
You brought some with you, right?
Yep. I brought some of my photographs, and then I brought a couple canvases. I think I brought one in. But yeah, that stuff, my wife wanted the picnic table done, so I took it in there and gave it a shot. And then, this is one of the epoxy pieces. It's kind of dusty. But little 16 by 20 canvas. And then we do, with these, we do all kinds of crazy stuff with these. Like Greg, he does a lot bigger pieces, like 4x4, and his stuff my stuff's cool. I like it. I'm digging it, getting better at it, always learning his stuff. It's like different planet.
That one with the lights in it. It was like came up to your shop last weekend.
Yeah.
That one with the lights in his tits, man. I think it's badass.
Yeah. Well, he's the guy that he'll come to me like, hey, got this idea. And I'm, a lot of times I can't quite follow him because he's got the engineer mind,
right.
And then when he gets going, he just sends me a picture and I'm like, dude, like, holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's really neat. And the tables and stuff that you guys have got up there, super neat.
I wish that I don't wish you could have seen it because that would mean that we didn't sell it. But the movie doing is called the Alicia Keys. I don't know why we named it that because we both love her, and I think the Grammys was on whatever. So 42 by 42 deep pour, 2 big pieces of walnut in there. He designed it. He said, "Here's where I need you," and he put it together. And it took us a long time to do that one, and a lot of money because that epoxy stuff is pretty expensive, like $150 a gallon.
Yeah, it's salty.
And I won't get into numbers on what we went through, but the guy bought it. Excuse me, jeez, oh Pete, it's that pot pie, but
chicken.
Yeah,
it's the best.
They're the good ones now. Like back when we were kids, they were like 10 cents.
You get the Marie Callender ones?
I don't know,
dude.
I don't know. They're in a green box.
It's Marie Callender.
All right.
Absolutely flaky crust.
Yeah.
I love them. I've got a couple in my freezer right now.
I knew we were going to talk about food.
Well, you burped, man. You just said pot pie, so I had to ask.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So that table, a guy ordered it. We put it together, and he took it, and we're taking orders for others now. Greg did one. We called it Lieutenant Dan.
Nice.
Because the legs on
it didn't have any legs.
No, they had the legs, but the legs weren't right. They weren't the right legs. So I'm like, okay. So I had this brilliant idea, like I have all the time. It's a joke. But I'm like, okay, this needs new legs. Put new legs on. I'm like, that's Lieutenant Dan. Got new
there you
legs.
go. That's awesome.
Then it changed legs, and then we changed legs again. And then actually my mother-in-law, she fell in love with it when she saw it. And she's like, so she bought it.
Nice.
And it fits. So
you're doing a table for me too at some point.
Yeah. I still got it. It's right there in the front.
Yeah, it's gonna be neat. And I will definitely be doing a feature on that.
Oh yeah.
When it comes when I get that.
You want it orange and black.
I want
and
whatever you want to do.
AC/DC.
Yeah, man, rock and roll, baby.
AC/DC, man.
Metallica.
You know how many times Metallica, yeah.
I'm not a big AC/DC fan.
They have one song that's lasted since 1973. That's it, one song. And
well,
it's
they
like
got Back in Black and You Shook Me All Night Long and
sounds same.
Yeah, same song, I think.
Sounds same. What name some other ones?
That's it. That's all I can think of.
Back in Black. Shit, I don't know.
And then
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. And then the Hokey Pokey song that the one comedian does.
Oh man.
What's he?
Who is that?
It's the Hokey Pokey.
Oh, who is that? Is that Goat Boy? The guy that does Goat Boy?
No, I don't know.
Jim
Brewer.
Yeah. Goat Boy.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
I like that dude.
Yeah.
You do the Hokey Pokey.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
You sound good in my earbuds or my earphones or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I'm sitting there staring in your eyes. You're talking to me.
I know.
I'm
it's mesmerizing, isn't it?
I don't know, man. You're going to be, and then pictures.
Yeah.
So I did photography before, and I'm getting back into that now. Did portraits, I did landscape, and any weird shit I could find.
Mm-hmm.
I like abstract, kind of just whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. I just like it. So I got away from my camera when we started this. And so Greg has told me from the beginning, he's like, dude, you got to have your pictures in here. You got it some way, somehow. And I'm like,
right.
Okay. So couldn't quite figure it out. We did like the 6 panel frames I showed you where we put like my original photography in the frames, clear coat epoxy to make them pop, and then epoxy around it to make the frame pretty.
Right. And if you go to my Facebook page, you will see you will see some pictures of some of his other stuff that he's got. Those 6 panel frames are pretty neat.
Yeah. People love them. And I don't know, for whatever reason, like I'm not in love with them, but I'm getting better at the technique and they're less messy and things. And I'm starting to see the beauty in them, but I don't know. My thing, so I grabbed my phone or my phone, grabbed my camera, and I started taking close-up pictures of some of our pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, it's like things started popping out of it. I could see stories. I could see, a journey. I could see depth. I could see faces. And I'm like, this is cool. It's a fun gift to have. It's a fun gift to play with.
Absolutely.
Like, thank you. And it's like, so I started taking close-up pictures, and I've taken some pretty stupid ones, plenty of them. But then I started getting, where's the lights at? Started getting a little bit better with them.
Yeah,
and
turn just, yeah, right there we go.
Like
that's so the light's not.
Yeah.
Vanna White.
I'll have a no. So
I'll take a V.
Yeah, so I started, messing around with that, putting them on Instagram, on Facebook. People liked them, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and like blow them up and frame them. And
yeah, that one's my favorite.
This is from one of Greg's pieces, the coolest piece that's ever come out of our shop.
Yeah, that is neat.
And I see a little ghost in here. I see faces. I see
it's art within art.
Dude, story within a story. Copy of a.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, but I mean, really, it is. I mean, you've taken some art and taken a picture of that art, a piece of it, and created more art.
It's fun.
I love it.
It's just fun how it flows, man. Because it's like, especially with like the photography part going into it, it just flows. It flows through you, and then it may sound some hokey, man.
No,
but whatever.
It does not. Absolutely,
that's where I'm at.
I've always wanted to get into photography. I've always like the closest that I've come is getting the nice cell phones with the good cameras on them, and
some of them amazing.
Some of them can take some really amazing pictures, and some of them give you the opportunity to be able to adjust the white balance and
the settings
and all. Yeah, you've got a little more control over them. So I'm always seeing really neat stuff, and I see things. I feel like I can see beauty almost anywhere. I was at the quarry today, and it's just a bunch of rock and like I'll
Oh, we
send
live
you.
off of Sandpoint down there in Window. I take my son there. We've taken him for years.
Yeah.
And look out of the observatory there.
Yeah. I was in Montpelier today, and they've got a quarry down there. And the road leading to the quarry was really neat because it's got it's almost going to Riverhaven. You've got some little lakes.
Oh yeah,
and like these little shacks right next to the lakes, and there's honest to God ducks and geese and a dog standing out there.
There's a dog down there?
There's a dog just standing there at the side of the road. But it's really neat, and it's like I could really like spend probably a good half a day just taking pictures of just stuff, just like neat stuff. I'm into cars, and I'm into old stuff, and barns, and I mean, God, if you've got that gift, and I absolutely do, because I've seen a lot of your artwork, and a lot of your photography is just amazing, and it's been getting better and better. And to make it worse, my buddy Ed,
Ed, come on, man.
Man, he's got a nice camera, and now got me wanting to be taking pictures. Dude. And it's like, well, it's a little expensive to get into if you're going to do it the right way. I mean, I'm not trying to go buy a little $100 point and shoot. I mean, I want to be able to have some control over. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't go half-assed with it.
But the thing is, like last night I did a shoot with Katie and Tyler. I think it's his name. I just met him last night. I think that's his name. But I was looking at cool dude. But I was looking at some of her Instagram pictures that are done with her phone, and I'm like, damn, like that's dope. I mean, her stuff is really cool. And I'm looking at like Todd, my friend Todd Owen. He pretends like he doesn't know how to take pictures, right?
Right.
And I look at some of his stuff, and I'm like, damn, or Laura or whoever else. And then there's the professional photographers that I know, like my sister. She's one. I mean, her photography she's taught me like probably most of what I know about it, like Trinity, like Valen, like those guys. It's like
I stopped and took some pictures today at the quarry, and it's just like
it's everywhere.
You can't see it, but
no, I threw my glasses down.
No, I mean the people can't see it now.
I wasn't angry, but
I've got something else, beeping at me.
But it is, you see it everywhere, and I think that's the thing with photography that goes into, like, I see art everywhere, and I become the thing I hate most in life is oblivious sometimes to not oblivious to that shit.
Yeah, that was
a loud one. That must have been really important.
Yeah, I opened up my Dropbox, unfortunately, and that's gonna keep doing that, unfortunately. So.
Hey, man. But it is like you see it everywhere, and then with the epoxy, with the tables, with the pictures, with the art there, even like the canvases, it's like it's the same. It's almost the exact same thing. It's I don't know. It's the most fun thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it's neat.
Can everybody hear that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you can hear it and I can hear it, I'm sure it's going out over the air.
I'm gonna start doing that then.
Well, because I took a crap load of pictures today, so in order to get my pictures onto my computer, because it's a pain in the ass doing it any other way.
Yeah,
because I've got an iPhone. So I downloaded this really cool app.
Yeah,
that just automatically just syncs it over. Well, I accidentally opened up the app when I was looking for the pictures, so now it's going to start shooting
doing
over
that
every single one. So yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh well,
but I'll have a lot of cool pictures on my computer now that
dude, I
can
look at. Yeah. But I think the phone cameras have come so far that I mean,
nice. I mean, I got the iPhone 10, and it just takes beautiful pictures for what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get like I want to. My fiance and I were standing outside a couple nights ago, last week sometime, I don't know, and
just
full moon,
it, dude.
Full moon, and I wanted to, and it's like, man, if I had a nice camera with a really sweet zoom lens that I could, checking out and like see the different craters and whatnot on the moon, that would be so sick.
See, I have a nice camera, and I was taking those shots. They would have looked better on my phone.
Really?
Like, yeah, there's like my friend Brad, he does a lot of nighttime, and there's another guy out of Wabash, Greg Kuhn, I think is his name. He does a lot of nighttime photography, and
Mhm.
it's just, I mean, it's a totally different ball game from what I understand.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried it a few times. I mean, if it's downtown or something, and there's lights, I can catch some. I can get lucky on some of those, but these dudes, these people that are doing like the nighttime stuff, that's out of my. Can you mute that shit?
I don't know.
I bet you can mute just that.
Well, I would love to.
Chad's gonna punch me.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. If
You do
we
kind
can-
of get used to this thing being right in front of your face after a minute. Am I close enough?
Yeah.
Is that too close?
No,
I'm
that
still-
actually sounds all right.
Okay, I'm good right here.
Yeah, you're good.
I want to sing.
Do it.
I don't
Sing a
want-
song, man.
No, I don't know.
What? So what?
No,
Sing some
anyway,
9 Inch
so-
Nails.
Twinkies. I can't. No, anyway,
What?
I can't sing.
Why? Yeah, you can.
You think I want to do this in front of 4 people?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's watching. So yeah, we got nobody watching right now, so we're good.
Oh, dude. Oh, but this is getting recorded.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on there. So I mean, 12 people might.
How is
potentially
nobody? I think it's growing pretty quick though, because this is your second one.
Yeah, it's second one.
Does it? It almost makes me feel a little better knowing that no one's actually watching.
They will be.
I know that's fine. I've
Yeah,
done that
yeah.
before, but like,
Yeah.
no one's watching right now.
Yeah, it's so much easier to go live than it is to download it onto the computer and then wait for it to process. And it's, if it's an hour and a half long,
Yeah.
give me a
Forget
break.
it, yeah.
It took a day and a half just to process the last one. And it was like, this
Damn.
is ridiculous. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah, go live.
we're just going live,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I can't do my cool intro yet because I don't know how to do all that really neat stuff. So
Your intro was cool in the first one.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, but I mean, for like a 9-second intro, I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
I'll figure that out how to add that later.
That's
But it was
awesome.
like stuff that I think it's done downloading pictures from my phone. So
Oh yeah,
that's
it's been pretty quiet.
well, yeah, it
This
has
is
been.
so cool. What made you decide to get into this to actually do this?
Dude, I've got so much shit to say and no way to express it.
Yeah.
I enjoy communicating with people
Yeah.
on my terms, and it depends on the people.
Right.
But I think
You're never gonna have me on again. You're gonna be like, dude, you talk too much.
oh no,
and
you're
you
gonna be
interrupt
on
me."
every week.
Okay. How much does it pay after? Because if I'm doing it every week, I like 20. What did you tell me? $20 an hour. I need insurance. No, that was you telling me if I was going to hire you up there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
I need 20 an hour plus full insurance.
But you have to control like your environment, the right people to talk to.
yeah, but I mean, over the last few years, I've really kind of decided that I don't know everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You listen to the same shit on the radio, you watch the same shit on TV, and you when you watch and listen to the people that are telling you the stuff that you believe because you've watched and listened to
Right.
them for years, it gets boring.
Yeah. And repetitive and
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, you're telling me the stuff that I want to hear, and I've really kind of wanted to hear other people's viewpoints.
yeah, I get that.
And 'cause I don't know shit.
I know, me neither.
I mean,
I don't know
I've really had to figure that out. I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
I think a turning point in my life, I heard a lot of people say this over the years, like, take the cotton out of your ears and put it in your mouth. And it's like, anything that I know, I've learned. Like every single thing that I know now today, 47 years, I've learned and know. And so it's like, I probably would learn better if I would just shut my fucking pie hole.
Yeah.
And I still have a hard time doing that because, the ego gets in there and I'm like,
Absolutely.
ugh, that's the worst part of me. But, listening is fun and like learning and hearing other people's ideas and thoughts on things and
Yeah.
you learn a lot more.
My air. I just, I just don't think I don't think I've been a good friend. I don't think I've been a good companion. I don't think I've been as good as I could be, because it's just like, well, it's my way. I know what I'm talking about, and
Yeah.
you don't. So, it turns a lot of people off,
Oh yeah, for sure. I know that firsthand. Yeah.
And so, like you said, shut the fuck up and listen. Like,
Yeah.
listen, just listen to other people. You might learn something, and you might change my mind.
Yeah. Or expand it. Yeah.
or yeah, give me something to think about.
Yeah. And I think that's the most like Facebook, social media early in the day. It was, excuse me. Now it's, a lot of selfies and this and that, which, I like doing those. But
Yeah.
anyway, but it's like being around. I want to call it like people that are smarter than me, but really it's people that are more educated in areas that I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And I have learned so much through certain people on, like, let's just say the Facebook, and just like about the environment and about little things that you can do to change it. I'm not going to put on that big badge and be like, I'm going to go save the world. And,
Right.
None of that. But if it's like those little differences, or like a friend of mine, kind of talks about, now I don't want to get into that, but like,
get into it.
Nah, just different ideas of different patterns that we have. And how old are you? We're the same age, right?
47.
Okay, I'm 47. We're twins. But like, when your mind is trained to be a certain way, and not putting fault or blame on anybody or anything, but when your mind thinks a certain way for so long, whether you have problems with this or with that or whatever it is, everyone has problems. But when your mind goes a certain way for so long, and then all of a sudden you have something happen in your life, like with me, I had a life altering experience and I almost lost everything. And it's like, to have that second chance, it was just like, okay, I'm going to do everything I can with this second chance. And the first thing I want to try to do is change the way that I think, because the way that I think got me to where I was. And I take full responsibility, but it's like that whole thing where, okay, like with faith, I always knew there was a God. That's what I call it, the higher power, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I call him God. And I always knew there was something. I was raised, in the Mormon church, which has some, amazing. I mean, every faith I believe has a lot of really good things. And I don't have to agree with everything, but
right.
My mind was so like skewed, and I interpreted things differently because I was that stubborn little shit that I was always right. I was But once I went through what I did and I came out the other side, and I'm like, I'm going to give this God thing a chance. I mean, like, really give myself to it. And then it's like, the listening became better and better. And I still have to, I mean, I'm a work in progress, dude. Everybody is.
Yeah.
But I just think that whole thing just completely changed like my life and the people that I choose to be around. My inner circle got smaller and smaller, even though it was all the same size, but I thought it was bigger. And, I just being more selective of what I put in my subconscious, because what you put in down there comes out here.
Absolutely.
And
I have a hard time with that.
How so?
Because I have all the time in the world to think.
Yeah.
And I will think myself here's I will think myself right into a horrible mood.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst time of day for me is when I wake up in the morning and I leave the house and my beautiful fiance is still sleeping soundly and I'm off to work. And any insecurity that I've got, anything that I could possibly think of that is negative, always comes out in the morning. And it's funny because it's a pattern with me, because by the time and I'll want to confront it in the morning.
Okay.
I'll be making shit up in my head because my head.
I never do that, just to be clear.
Bullshit.
Ever.
Okay. My own mind is a horrible place to be at certain times. Which is why I listen to a lot of podcasts now and stuff like that. And I'm listening to different things, but by the time the afternoon comes around, I'm usually my mindset is completely different.
Yeah.
And
Why is that?
I don't know. Because I tend to, I'll start using some logic,
Yeah.
throughout the day and be like, the hell are you talking about, dude?
I know, right?
What are you getting yourself so worked up for nothing?
But isn't the coolest thing though is like when you do that. I know I do that.
I know I'm doing it when I'm doing it. I know that when I'm driving to work and I'm pissed off and there's no reason for me to be mad.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Because that's how your mind was
because
trained.
that's
what it's used to.
And I'm supposed to be on meds.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be on meds.
Right.
So it's so really, but I think a lot of it boils down to, at least for me, I feel like I'm not heard. I feel like there's not enough communication between people.
Okay.
In general, I've noticed. She and I were heading to go do something, and we were driving through downtown one day, and 6 people were walking across the street at Main and Harrison. 5 of them were walking across the street, heads down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In their phones.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's 6 people that should be laughing and talking and chucking up and chuckling, whatever, chucking up.
Chuck it up. They should be chucking it up.
Be but they should. Yeah, I mean, they should be having a good time, and none of them are paying any attention to anybody else around them, let alone the pole that one of them almost walked himself right into, the light pole. I'm like, the fuck. I mean, that's our mindset now. It's everybody's stuck in their phones. Like,
right.
And I'm the same. I do the same shit. I'll be checking Facebook for no reason. What? For what?
Here, I think just for that connection. Just for that connection somehow.
But you're not connecting with anybody.
How'd you and I meet?
For Facebook. But when did we first? How many years did it
12
take?
years ago.
I mean,
11 years. I met you. I don't know.
We just
in person.
We just met in person.
I guess
a few months ago.
My thing, I see the kids with the iPads and constantly playing the games and this and that. And when I was a kid, when we got that Atari, we got that Pitfall, and we got that
Donkey Kong.
I was not good at it, so I didn't like it. But also, it's like we played it until our parents yelled at us to stop playing it. Yeah. And then my brother and I would get up and play it more at night because we were upstairs, and they were all down there. So I guess my whole thing is like, oh, well, kids got to be outside playing, and kids got to be. Listen, bitch, if we had all that stuff when we were 10 and we were 5, do you think we would not be as addicted to it? And my other thing is like, why? I mean, maybe they're happy doing that. I don't know. I'm not taking either side.
People don't look each other in the eyes anymore. Yeah. People don't have like a connection. Like I feel like you can have a social media connection with somebody, but you don't have a connection. You don't know what makes them tick. You don't. Yeah, you really don't get their mannerisms. You don't get past what somebody wants you to see. People don't
put our best foot forward.
Absolutely
not guilty. Still am.
Me too. Shit, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I fucked up today, and like.
No, I've done that, but
I mean, but
I'm a little dramatic.
Me too. I mean, but see, so the reason I'm doing this is because it's an outlet. It's a way to have a good conversation with different people that I find to be cool.
Yeah, why am I here?
Because I find you to be cool. Pat you on the back. You're a fucking cool dude.
So why is it so important for you to be heard?
Because I think everybody needs to be heard. I just do. I mean, I'm not looking for notoriety. I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for anything else other than I've got shit to say.
Yeah.
And
you're doing it, man.
I'm doing it.
I love that.
Still nobody's watching, but I don't care. It feels good. And it just feels good just to have me and you just sitting here shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Because it's, I talk to my mom almost on a daily basis.
Me too. Not your mom, my mom. Your mom's cool, I bet.
She is cool. She's pretty cool chick. But, we talk almost on a daily basis, and it's usually for an hour and a half or something.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, she and I know exactly what she's going to say. She knows exactly what I'm going to say, and it's not. I mean, I love the conversations, but I need to be challenged.
Yeah.
So I guess this is kind of a way for me to, and I'll probably be doing some solo monologue type stuff. I'll just get on here and be like, well, this is what I think today.
Some Bill Burr shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And kind of make me work some shit out. And sometimes I think you have to. You got to figure out where you're at. My son is a pastor.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're actually going to be starting this new series. All these questions that people have. Why am I here? What's my purpose? How did I get here? So it's going to be. So I'm kind of looking forward to going and checking that out. And I'm going to have him on.
Oh, dude, I want to listen or watch.
Yeah. And because I've got questions. I grew up as a Lutheran and went to Concordia High School, Concordia grade school. All that shit's been all that shit, but I mean, it's been pounded into my brain. And somebody said to me a few weeks ago, and I'm not going to mention who, but somebody said, well, the Catholics, they're going to go to hell. But what? Wait a minute. I can't fathom that Catholics are going to go to hell. Well, they believe in they worship Mother Mary. I can't believe that just because somebody doesn't believe exactly what I believe, that if you don't believe that Jesus died on the cross, then you're going to go to hell. I can't believe that God would be so nitpicky about things. So I'm going to have my son on, and I'm going to pick his brain. And because you know what, Mormons believe what they believe.
Yeah. And it's awesome. I mean, I don't agree with every single thing, but I don't have to.
Right.
I was raised in that, and in my mind, I thought it was pounded into my head. It was not.
Yeah, and see, I can't see that somebody would go to hell because that's what they were raised with. Muslims, they believe a certain way. I can't believe that they're going to go to hell. I think the whole thing is, I can't believe that Jews. It was said to me, well, Jews are going to go to hell. They're the ones that denied. They turned Jesus in.
So
I'm like,
I don't know.
I can't believe that. So basically, stuff like that gets me thinking, and I'm like, I want answers.
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
My whole thing is like, I say that a lot when I start something that I think is gonna be really important. My whole thing is what I say it 20 times a day. I ain't say one important thing a day, but like the thing that I've come to realize and understand is that like everybody's looking for something. Everybody's looking for the exact same thing, no matter if it's a religious thing or if it's a what other tribe you're in or what other sports team or whatever. And that's not throw that one out. That was stupid. But you know what I mean? Everyone's looking for the same thing. And so if someone else looks for it differently than you do, okay.
Yeah.
Then what?
Right. As long as you're not harming me.
No.
If you're out to harm me.
No, that's not gonna be cool.
Then that's not cool. I can't deal with that. But it's like that. I'm kind of turning more libertarian these days. It's like, if you're not bothering me, I don't care what you do.
Is that what it's called? I don't know anything about
libertarians. Are kind of like right in the middle. It's like,
kind of like just be cool, man.
Yeah, just be cool.
That's me. Then, I guess.
I don't want the government telling me what to do. I don't want the government controlling my life. Although I'm kind of conservative in certain ways and I'm kind of liberal in certain ways, so I guess I just don't even really fall into anything.
So what am I then?
I don't know what you are. You're Jared.
I'm nothing. I mean, I'm something, but I don't know. I guess, like when you talk politics or talk religion, things like that, I used to be very like on whatever it was I was standing behind that day, or whatever my mood changed into that week. But it's just I'm just kind of the point where it's just like, man, You're this. You believe in this. You call it this. You're cool. Like, all right, you cool with me? We cool?
Yeah,
all right, well then we're
yeah.
cool. Who gives a fuck? You know?
People get. I'm on Twitter, and it is
Oh, God.
oh my God, what a cesspool of hate. And I get sucked right in, man.
Yeah.
I get sucked right in because I'll be like, "Ah, you're a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Because you feel passionately about something that I don't.
Yeah.
You feel passionately about something on the other side of what I feel, and you've got just as much right to say whatever you've got to say without being called a moron
or if someone's
whatever.
going to be confrontational
If
coming
you're gonna-
after you, man, you know what? I used to get caught up in that all the time. And I just got to the point where I'm like, if you're going to come at me, if you're going to make fun of me or something, at least make it funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I think about it first, you know,
or make it really funny, make me look really silly so I can laugh too.
Right.
You know, but otherwise I'm just like, anymore, whatever. I mean, it'll still get me once in a while, but I don't look at it. I don't, I try not to. But like what you said, when you're alone, you're thinking something happened yesterday. I'm overthinking, like, was I a jerk here? Do I owe this person an apology? You saw that.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, I just want to be a better person, like every single day. And what's the point of this? Where was I going? Who knows? But like all the negative stuff, it's like, man, keep it over there. But if you want to talk, so you got a friend who wants to talk and get some stuff, I'll listen for a few minutes, and then
and I can I've learned that I can disagree with somebody, and it doesn't need to get nasty.
Yeah, like McDonald's. Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool. What the fuck do I care if you like McDonald's or not?
Yeah, I don't. And we can no longer be friends because you do.
Yeah, but see, that was an ignorant thing for me to say.
That was funny because I know you're doing. There's comedy,
and my mom was like, I really don't like McDonald's because she's vegetarian now, which I don't understand.
You want to talk about that stuff?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my wife, my lovely wife, my favorite person in the entire universe. She's been vegan for I think 7 years now, and when she first started, I think it was a mixture of like health things and then being aware of just like factory farming and the way these poor creatures are treated. And then me being the follower that I am, I was like, okay, I'm going to put that cape on now. And I'm going to tell everyone that has a cow that you can't eat it. If you name it, you can't eat it.
Right.
Shut up, Jared. Like, seriously. And so I tried it for 2 years, and I called myself vegan, right? I was a vegan because it sounds cool, right? I ate the fuck out of fish. So I'm not a vegan, but it sounded good. So anyway, but
fish aren't animals. They're like weird little
okay
aliens.
to eat fish because they don't have any feelings.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kurt. But it is that whole thing. And then I kind of started to drift back towards eating meat, but she's still, I mean, every once in a while she'll eat like a piece of pizza from somewhere where, it's veggie, this and that, and no cheese, but then there's butter in the crust. She eats like even just a little bit of it and she can feel it in her stomach. And it's like, I respect that, and I think it's more for health, but then there's really unhealthy vegan food too, which is most of it in the stores.
I think you need that protein. You need meat.
No, I don't agree. Because you can get it from plants, you can get it from other sources.
It's not the same kind.
No, because it's from plants.
But you know what? Right. But we also don't have meat eating teeth. So kind of your thought about that?
No.
Our teeth are not set up for like a dog. That's a carnivore.
Apart. Yeah,
that's a carnivore to tear some meat apart.
So are we supposed to eat just vegetables because we got teeth that don't?
I think that's what was, but cows are delicious.
I know.
And pigs are bacon, and I mean,
are super
bacon
fun.
is just.
I like
bacon is there. Magical.
I like the bacon there.
So
and the ham.
So I mean, our teeth are not made for tearing and ripping.
That's why we made knives.
Apart. Exactly.
Ha, smart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right
See,
there.
So but we're not gonna, unless we turn into a zombie, we're not just gonna be running around and just ripping meat off of something, but we still eat it.
I think the first part of being a zombie would be cool. Or no, that's a vampire. Never mind. That's
I
a
don't think any
vampire.
part of being a zombie would be cool.
No.
Other than people are scared to death of you. And
Or
you
you'd
just
be on
run
a
out.
hit TV show. Or like, hey, casting call for zombies, like real
Yeah.
ones, and then you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm zombie.
Yeah. It's
But
like,
the vegan thing, like, I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead. No.
I get
What about
excited. Ellen's last special, she did stand up, did a
Mhm.
stand up thing here on Netflix, and she talked about, I became vegan, and everyone asked me, where do you get your protein? And her crowd's like, yeah. And she's like, why do you care where I get my protein? I
What's it to
love
you?
me some Ellen.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
funny.
her.
She is hilarious.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think do what you want as long as it's not harming me.
Yeah.
You know, or harming the people that I care and love about. You know,
Yeah.
care about and love.
Same thing.
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
So the vampires and the zombies.
Okay.
Okay. I was watching The Passage with Zach from Saved by the Bell. I can't remember his name.
I don't know if it's got Zach from Saved by the Bell. It can't be that great.
Oh, dude, he's strong. He's
Is he?
strong, and
Is
I've
he?
never seen him anything else but that. And it's about like vampires, and then there's the zombies, and the vampires go. What's the first vampire movie that you saw or that I saw?
Dracula.
But that was made in like the 50s or something.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
You saw that back then?
I didn't see it back then. I mean, obviously, it was a rerun.
I'm trying to think when, like, I remember the sparkly vampires.
I mean, I guess Count
Chocula.
Count. Yeah,
I know
love
I gotta
those.
go. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, Charles?
I like the Count from the Sesame Street.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that dude could count. That dude
One
could
piece
count.
of pizza.
He
Blah,
never,
blah, blah.
he never went that far though. I don't
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
was that smart.
Yeah, I don't think
That
you.
has
Yeah,
like
you
four,
could,
and
yeah,
but
four pieces of pizza. You are fat.
or then when the zombie thing came out, like The Walking Dead and stuff. And
Oh yeah, I love The Walking Dead. I haven't seen the last few years of it. So
is it still going on?
I don't know. I would think it is, but I don't know. I kind of lost interest in it. It's like, fuck, man, how many zombies are like
A lot of them.
I mean, it's just
There's
like
bunches of
holy
them
crap. There's like billions of zombies,
everywhere, and they all
And
look
they're-
alike.
and they're all in Atlanta.
Really?
Like,
Is that where it is?
That's where that's based. That's where it's supposed to be based out of, is Atlanta. And it's like, so all this shit's happening in Atlanta. I mean, show me some Palm Beach.
Yeah,
you know,
go down. I mean,
What's going on? Can we please go fuck up California?
hey, yeah, something like that.
I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying?
But like the first season of Walking Dead, I thought it was really good, and the second season was good, but then it got like really depressing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's zombies everywhere. I mean, I guess that's pretty depressing.
Yeah, and then when Glenn got fucked up.
Who's Glenn?
Come on, man. The Asian kid.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Come on, man. That was like in the first season that you met Glenn.
Okay, I remember him.
He was up in the building, and
They got him?
Oh yeah, he got jacked.
I have to YouTube that.
Oh, you're gonna have to just get on there and just start watching it, man.
No, and then there's the other one. What's the next to that? It was like a spinoff of that. It was like happened before.
Oh yeah. I can't remember what the name of that was.
I heard that was even better.
That was pretty decent. Yeah,
I didn't watch
it's
that.
kind of like the beginnings of it, how it started.
Yeah, I love the prequels, man. The movies they do now, where they
Yeah.
jump back. Anyway,
You like the Star Wars stuff?
First time I saw Star Wars. This is how I remember remembering it. Okay, I believe it. When did it come out? 77.
Yeah.
78, I believe. I know we were in Hawaii, and Mom made a big giant bag of popcorn in the big grocery bags, and it was me and my brother Eric, and I'm not sure if I don't know. I think Ryan was a little kid, but anyway, go to the drive-in in Hawaii to see Star Wars for the first time. I mean, what's up? I mean, wow. I mean, yeah, I love the Star Wars.
I remember where I was sitting. I remember the house I was sitting in. It was over on Tecumseh Street here in Fort Wayne. We hadn't been in Fort Wayne for very long, but I remember my mom and dad saying, hey, get dressed, we're going to go to the movies. and I don't know how I knew, but I said, "Are we going to see Star
Oh
Wars?"
yeah.
I mean, I remember where I was sitting when I found out that we were going to go see Star Wars, and it was epic.
You're bouncing all over the car.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
just
way
like,
over
I mean,
there.
it's just, yeah. I remember that shit. It was neat
There's just something about that story that I mean, I don't
because it's good versus evil,
yeah.
and and good wins.
And then Darth Vader turns.
Like Darth Vader is like at the end, it's like, oh yeah, now I can be cool with Darth Vader. So now it's like, he's a badass, but now he's like, oh, it's a nice guy.
Yeah, it's
like he turned nice.
Yeah, and then Yoda. I mean, come on, Yoda.
Oh yeah, who doesn't like Yoda?
I don't know.
Oh,
Probably the same person that doesn't like McDonald's. I don't know.
right? Yeah, you tell me you don't like Yoda.
No, everybody loves Yoda.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And then the newer ones, the prequels of that, they were all right.
Some of them were
cute.
Some of them were cheese dick. That Jar Jar Binks guy.
But he did that for his kids. He did that as a joke. He made that little character there.
I know, but it was just.
I thought that was cool that he did that, but it was stupid.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
Yeah,
but it all worked.
Yeah,
and I love watching that stuff.
Give me your top 3 movies, hands down, that you can watch over and over and over. Not in a row, because then it get boring.
Right. Pulp Fiction.
Ooh, I just watched that a couple weeks ago.
Probably got to be the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
So Episode 4.
Yeah.
And
these can change any day. My wife and I played this game. It's like, what's your 3 favorite of all time today?
Yeah.
And next week it'll be different.
So Star Wars, Pulp Fiction, and what's the one that had Woody Harrelson in it?
Natural Born Killers.
Yes,
that was badass.
MBK.
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah,
no,
Juliette Lewis. Yeah,
she's a rock star, man.
Oh,
you ever seen her perform? Of course you have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love. Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was great. That was a really good movie.
Trippy, man.
Yeah,
I was like, why are they acting all weird and stuff?
Yeah,
they're tripping on something.
Yeah,
that I'm scared of.
Yeah,
yeah.
Really, really dark movie, but it was. I just thought it was good. But you know what? I love watching different movies, and I don't get time to do it as much as I used to.
Right.
But I try.
I've been trying to watch more, like just trying to relax at night, and then I'll just pop in a movie, and
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites that I've watched recently is that Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's this little black kid, and he's a Spider-Man too. And he learns how to be a Spider-Man. He's an artist, and he gets. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check that out.
I love.
What's your top 3?
Today, probably Tombstone.
Okay.
Field of Dreams. And God, I'm gonna say, Hoosiers is up there. Oh man, there's like I don't know. Those are my 3 today.
I don't know. Caddyshack was pretty on point.
I've never seen Caddyshack.
Get the fuck out.
Never seen Caddyshack. There's a gopher in there, right?
Oh.
And Bill Murray and Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh yes.
And then that one dude.
Oh my God.
Ted Bundy.
Not Ted Bundy.
Ted Danson.
Not Ted Danson.
Teddy Rupskin.
Yeah, I don't know. A Ted. He's
Teddy Pendergrass.
Ted. Yeah, Teddy
Pendergrass. No, that's James Brown.
Yeah, James Brown.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Oh my God, you've got to go watch that.
No, I don't.
That is one of the, dude. It is one of the funniest movies ever.
But isn't it like funny when you're in college?
No, it is hilarious today. It is hilarious today.
I don't think I'm gonna break that streak and not watching it.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
What else? My wife and I talked about this the other night. Heathers.
Nope, I've never seen it.
Thank you.
I've never seen Godfather. Oh, see, now you're offended because I haven't seen Godfather.
No, I'm excited for you because when you do watch it,
it's gonna be awesome.
I remember how I felt the first time I watched it. Holy shit, man! The first 2 I loved, and then the third one was Andy Garcia in there, and it was a little, First 2, De Niro and Pacino and all those guys, and then you go to Goodfellas, Ray Liotta. Then you go to, you just keep going.
I've seen Scarface.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
That was a little rough.
Yeah,
but I like that one. But De Niro was one of my guys, man. Like I love that dude. And then he started just kind of doing these weird movies that he was doing it for him,
Right.
And I respect that. I didn't like the movies, but I respect that.
Mm-hmm. Because it's his passion.
Yeah,
it's what he wants.
Yeah, you get to that point, I think, where I look at other people like performers like Eminem or like Pink or like Lady Gaga,
Mm-hmm.
they had to get their stick to get known, to get recognized.
Right.
And once they did and hit that certain point, they're like, we're out. We're doing
Yeah.
what we want to do now.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love watching like documentaries and like behind the scenes type stuff
Yeah.
on like all kind. I want to know what's behind the camera.
Throw me some good ones. What have you seen lately?
I mean, dude, I'm a huge Metallica fan.
Yeah.
So I've been watching a lot of, Metallica behind the scenes and different interviews and stuff that I haven't seen before, and just thinking about how these guys think. I mean, really, it's music.
Yeah.
I love music, man. I wish I could sing. I originally got a lot of this equipment,
Yeah.
so I could do like this kind of an online karaoke thing, because I thought I want to sing, because I'm looking for a creative outlet.
Yeah.
I guess that's my thing. This is like my creative outlet.
Yeah, man.
So I got the iPad and bought all this gear and stuff, because it's like, if I'm gonna sing
Gear.
I want to sound as good as I can. So
Yeah.
I got this nice mixer that can make me sound all kinds of different ways and stuff.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah. So I got this. We had to do it, man. So I got the cool mixer, and I was like, oh man, I'll be able to make myself sound like whatever I need to. You know what I'm saying?
How about just sounding like you, man?
Well, because I don't like my own voice.
Do other people like it?
I don't think so. Nobody calls me. Nobody calls. Nobody asks me my opinion
just
anymore.
crack some of that shit out, man.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
break. Just
so. I did. I got it on there, and I got like a year subscription. It was like $60, and I was singing.
Yeah.
Singing. And I just wasn't happy with any of it. And I'm really, like, I can come in here and talk to you,
Yeah.
and know that my woman's out there and she's thinking whatever.
You call her your
if
woman?
she's my woman. She's my world.
What is this? The 60s?
She's my woman. I mean,
Okay.
she's my whole world.
All right.
That woman is my world. And so I can come in here, and if somebody else is in here, I don't feel awkward. But if I came in here just myself and started talking,
Yeah.
I would be wondering because most sane people don't sit and talk to themselves.
I bet you'd be surprised.
But
dude.
I mean, I know, but I mean, so like I said, I've got a lot of shit to say. So I do plan on doing some of that kind of stuff. But
I love that you're doing this. I love that you're doing and you're getting it out, because I never got my stuff out, and I was angry, and I was like, oh. And then once like the art part came out, and then I started getting the photography. I've always loved writing, and like my wife, her poetry is, I'm biased, but anyway.
yeah.
But like, I love just writing, just write, type, or pictures, or just all these different things, just like express anything. Sometimes it's anger, sometimes it's frustration, but most of the time, most of my stuff, like I see in any of the art that I do, like I see so much of it that has to do with faith, that has to do with the journey, has to do with the story, has to do with, and I see that. Some other people do. Some people see different things, but hey, if somebody likes it for something other than what I say, who cares?
Absolutely.
But anyway, I get excited. Whoa, boy,
man! So I realized I couldn't sing, and I wasn't getting. I mean, I was getting a lot of feedback on the app, because people can join in, not like as you're singing, but you post up your song, and then people can go in and sing the other half of it.
Yeah.
And, people are like, "Oh yeah, you sound really great." And I'm like, "No, I sound like shit." And so I wasn't proud of it. So I felt like an idiot because I got my headphones on.
Yeah.
And I'm singing some Billy Idol or whatever,
Oh, he didn't do that. What was that?
Yeah.
Shaka Bro. Yeah.
Dancing with myself.
Yeah, we can sing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this Billy Idol.
I mean, I loved singing, but I didn't like the final product. And it was an outlet for me, but I was just like, I could do better.
Are you ever gonna like the final product in anything that you put out?
No.
Never. I don't. There are two pieces I've done that I really like, and one is hanging in Robin's house, and the other one, I don't know. I don't think I've made it yet, but I look at my stuff and everyone's, oh, I love it, love it. I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it, thank you. It's not up to what I want, but I hope that it never is, because then it's over.
Right. I'm never satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm never satisfied with. I always think something can be better.
Right.
I always think. I didn't get any kind of fulfillment out of singing other people's shit. Somebody else took the time to write that.
Yeah.
I could pick a song that meant something to me, but I didn't write it.
Right.
I'm just giving my version coming out of my mouth, but I didn't write it. And I didn't. It didn't come from in here.
I still think that's cool, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need something that comes from in here. So what people are gonna get is what's in my head.
Yeah.
On any particular day, because I may blurt some shit out one day and then blurt something out completely different the next day.
Right.
But it's where my head is,
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing this, is because I still want to learn to play guitar. I still want to do some different things. I really want to get into photography, because I see, I want people to see what I see. When I see something beautiful or something really cool,
man,
I want to be like, check this out, man. This is my gift to you, because I see this beauty here.
I dig that shit.
You know what I mean? Even in a pile of rocks, you'll have that one little tree that's figured out how to grow out of that.
It's cool.
And it's like, take a picture of it. It's like, this is where I'm at, or this is where you may feel like you're at. You're in a pile of rocks, but you're still a fucking badass little growing tree. You're finding life anywhere.
I love that, because it is like you get to that point where you start expressing yourself, your anger, your frustration, your this and that, and all of a sudden, like, things kind of start to shift, because you get all that shit out,
right? And
then it starts to shift to like that tree coming out of those rocks, or that the picture of the down there that you showed me today.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the picture down, not that
down
there, but it is like it turns into a more positive thing.
Yes,
and it's like, if other people can dig it, cool. If not,
if you don't dig it, cool. But I want you to know what I dig. I don't know why I want people to know. I don't know, but I think that I feel like I'm just one of those people. I can't talk for anybody else. I can't think for anybody else, but I know how I feel like I've got shit to say.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, that's just I've got shit to say, and if somebody can get something out of it, cool. If you don't, cool.
Yeah.
But like I said, I love communication. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people better. The worst thing in the world to me is just sitting around with a bunch of people and everybody's got their faces in their phones.
Yeah. My mom and I were talking about that today, I think, this morning, and just how you see that out in restaurants and all those sorts of things. I try to be mindful of it, like with Mandy, I mean, she's got to be attached to it. She'll separate herself from her phone for like an hour if there's not a deadline, or if there's something like right away.
Work's work.
Yeah, work, but it's not a problem,
right,
with that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. When it's like you and I, if we're gonna sit here and talk, I'll play my word game, and you play your
and I'm like, and talking to somebody, you're talking to somebody, and they're like, yeah, it's like, you're not fucking listening to me.
Yeah,
like I'm here, and I have feelings, and I have things to say. Listen to me.
Do you find yourself trying to make them listen to you when they're not? Because that's a mistake I make.
I used to. I still sometimes. I just get frustrated real easy.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's kids or anybody, I just don't ask me what you think, and then don't pay attention to the answer.
Right.
If you don't want to know, don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't.
I get that. I think for me, like one of my biggest problems that I've had is that I feel like my life, my story, my thoughts are so important to everybody else.
Right.
They're fucking not.
I know, and I know mine aren't either.
I'm talking to me. To me. That's just
mm-hmm.
If you're on that wagon too, whatever, man.
Yeah, this is therapy for me.
Yeah.
This is why I'm doing this. I give two shits if
Yeah, but I'm starting.
You can agree or disagree, but this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
And it's therapy for me because I can't keep shit bottled up.
Right. I'm starting to learn like how to not bottle things up, like what you just said. But I'm starting to learn like sometimes a simple conversation, in passing this and that, it's okay if it's just a simple conversation.
Mhm.
When in the recent past, I've tried to make it more interesting. I try to make it more, and it's like, man, a lot of times people they don't want to listen, and so
Right.
it's like,
I don't want to force it. I don't want to
who
force
am I
anything.
to try to make, but if someone is drawn to it, is attracted to what I
Right,
have to
right.
say, then great. But I also want to hear what they have to say, like what you're doing. I
Mhm.
want to hear what you have to say. You want to hear what I have to say.
Mhm.
And then it's like, yeah, like Kevin Hart put it, but I'm not a Kevin Hart fan.
I am.
Okay. Well, then we're done. I'm going to McDonald's. No, no, you're going, but I'm not a big fan of his movies or his stand up or anything, but he was on the Rogan podcast a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm. Heard it.
And I'm listening to him, and the first 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, man, this dude's full of shit. Like, there ain't nobody that positive. Nobody. But then he kept going, and he kept going, and I was like, and all of a sudden I just felt that vibe from him. But the one thing that he said is that he has this bubble around him. He has this shield around him. And he'll only let people in if they're going to help him build his shield.
Mhm.
But also they're going to let him help build their shield as well. So it's kind of give and take. So it's like, I think that's something. I mean, it sounds really extreme, and I think I took it kind of extreme a little bit for a second. And then I'm like, okay, I get what he's saying, and it is like that, just the positivity, being around positive and promoting positive, and
Mhm.
not burying heads in the sand like, oh god, the world, like it doesn't exist, butterflies, gumdrops, and all that bullshit. No, because life is life, reality is reality. But I just think that listening to him talk about that really fired me up, like kind of clarified some things for me where it's like, okay, I want to be around positive people. Well, do they want to be around me?
Right.
Because am I being positive, or am I being a self-centered, egotistical prick like I've known to be, or like I'm known to be at times, and working on that every day,
Mhm.
and that, those the big piece of humble pie, when I realized like, oh god, there goes my ego again. Oh god, there goes my self-importance again. I like that. It hurts for a minute. I don't like it at first,
Mhm.
but then I realize it, and it's fun because I think what I'm starting to learn is that, like, to admit when I'm wrong, and it's coming quicker and quicker, sooner and sooner, but it's not as big of a deal as I make it out to be, and that's where the ego can. It's like this whole gray line, and I'm trying to learn like all the time, and I think that's the most fun thing.
When you think that you're done growing as a person, there's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm never satisfied. I'm never satisfied with where I'm at as a person and who I am, as a father, as a son, as a as a soon to be husband, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm not good with status quo. I think if you're not working towards being a better whatever,
Right.
then what's the point?
Yeah, I agree. And that's where the downward spiral comes in. Great album, by the way. But that's where the downward spiral comes in. And it's just, all of a sudden you're in this rabbit hole of negativity and you don't know how to get out.
Right.
And it's like, I was there for a long time. And it's like, to not be in that, to know it's still there and know it exists, and know that if I'm not careful in my thoughts and the way that I treat people and the way I treat myself, then I'm going to be right down there again.
Right.
So I don't ignore it. I acknowledge it. Then negative thought comes in. Try to think of 3 positive things. Sounds cheesy as the fuck. It totally sounds cheesy, but it works.
It works for you, yeah.
It works for me, yeah. And it's like I'm able to do that a little bit more each day, and it's like I'm getting to that point quicker where I'm like, okay, I like feeling good. I like being happy, and like it's like the best feeling in the world. It's not all the time. I mean, shit,
right?
But most of the, not most of the time, 72% of the time, I'm feeling pretty good. When I don't remember last time that I had a full bad day. Well, I do, but it was a long time ago. But it's like just that positive mindset and just expressing yourself, getting it out, talking to people, listening to people is more important to me than talking to people.
Yes.
Like for me,
yeah.
Unless you're engaged in something like this, and it's like full bore motherfucker.
Yeah. Because I watched that same podcast, thinking that I was going to be entertained. I'm like, oh fuck, Kevin Hart song. Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
Wasn't that funny?
It wasn't funny. It was uplifting. It
Yeah.
was fucking inspiring.
Yeah.
It was, this dude goes through the same shit that we do.
Yeah.
And this is how he manages it.
Yeah.
And so while I was initially a little, I wouldn't say upset, but I was a little disappointed that it wasn't going to be like, oh, this dude's not cracking jokes.
Yeah.
What's fuck? That's what he does for a living.
He's cracking life. That's what
he's
he's
doing. Life. Yeah,
life.
absolutely. And I grabbed a ton out of that.
Yeah.
After I go to church with and watching my son preach, you have no idea. And I don't get there every Sunday, and I don't. Why don't I? But I don't. But when I do, the dude has got a lot of insight, and I can't wait to get him on here.
Dude,
because we get off on some tangents, boy. I mean, we start talking about AI and oh man. I mean, it's like, we got off on that one day, and we're talking probably for a good hour on the phone about, people losing their jobs to robots and this kind of stuff. And
you mean the shit that's been going on for years and years and years, decades and decades? Yeah. And it's getting just crazier.
It is. And it's like we're all going to be replaced.
Yeah.
And then what?
I don't know. We'll just do this all day. We get like, who's the sponsor us? The
R&L.
Yeah. We're gonna get like, I mean, not that they're not cool or gigantic or anything, but we're gonna get like Pepsi or something.
Oh yeah,
and they're gonna be like, these guys
are gonna be sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Diet Dr. I grew up on that. That's good. It's got the really good stuff in there for you too.
That, it's fantastic for you.
Is it the cancer sugar? Was it
called?
Yeah,
it's aspartame.
Yeah,
it's great. I
love like
diet stuff.
Cream or aspartame. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all delicious.
But if we're all replaced by robots, I don't know, man. I think it'd be cool for a minute.
So you need to pay your bills.
Get a robot to pay your bill. He says, "Now it works like the Jetsons or something."
Send a robot version of me to work.
I don't know, man.
I'll be the one jackass that's still out there working every day. Like, why haven't you replaced my job? Why do I still got to go to work? Everybody else is getting government assistance because they've been they've been let go of their jobs, and a bunch of robots are doing all this and that and flipping burgers and doing oil changes and whatnot. And
I think that's already happening now.
It is. And I don't, I mean, technology is great.
Yeah.
I love technology, but I don't trust people. I don't trust these big corporations that are.
Oh, we can go all day. Follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
That's it.
Elon Musk. Did you see that podcast?
Yeah.
That he did with Rogan?
Yeah. When he said,
dude is inspirational, man.
Or when he said, I got scared that one time when he was talking about, he's talking about Joe, or talking about AI, and he just gets all quiet and shit, and all Elon Musk and he's like sitting there and he's like, I tried to tell him it's too late.
Yeah.
And Rogan's like, he went nuts, but I was like, holy moly, that's like movie stuff. That's like really real.
Well, we invited in. We invite these smart devices that will make our lives easier. So here, hey Alexa, turn on the TV. Hey Alexa, turn off the lights. Hey Alexa, what am I thinking? Well, it knows what the fuck you're thinking because it's listening to you all the time. Google, hey Google. You can say hey Google and your phone will wake up. You think Google's not listening to every other thing?
Hey Google. It's upside down. I can't see. It is. I mean, it is. I believe it.
We're willingly giving away our souls. I think AI is going to get to the point where it will be more interesting to people than real life.
Well, yeah,
virtual
with virtual reality.
reality.
I was playing I was watching my nephew a while back, and he had that the Creed 2 with the virtual thingy there, and I stuck that thing on my head, and I was like, this dude's like right up in my face, and I mean, I'm in there, and I'm looking around. There's Rocky down there cheering me on. I'm like, what's up, Sly? You know, boom, and so I mean, yeah, it's already there, but I don't think that you're like if you participate in technology and you participate in like all this kind of stuff, you're not. I don't think that you're selling your soul. I don't think that you're losing your soul.
I think you're giving your soul. I don't think you're selling it. I think you're voluntarily giving away. I think these things are listening to us. I think that everything that
can't take my soul. Ain't no robot take my soul.
It'll know what you think, and it will know you better than you know yourself.
That ain't taking my soul though.
It's not taking, but I think you're giving a piece of it.
I think you're giving a huge piece of your identity. Like what we're doing now. We're on one of the biggest websites ever on YouTube.
Right.
You know, I've done other stuff. My name's been everywhere. You know, I mean, not everywhere, but ain't been in lights yet.
It's been on the bathroom wall at the truck stop.
What's up? What's good? Yeah, but but like, yeah, I mean, I think that anyone that has a computer or a phone or a this or that, or but where's the line? I mean, like that tribe, that Christian dude that was overzealous, that was trying to get to this tribe on this island.
Oh yeah, he got fucked up.
Yeah, and it's like, of course he did. I get his message was a good one, but it's like, wow, dude, there's a little ego there.
Yeah,
you know, which I know nothing about. And but like, you know, things like that, where those are the people I think that are the most pure, because they don't know anything else. They see these things flying in the plane or flying in the sky, things like that. And I'm just like, man, that must be peaceful. But that's just my version of seeing it on CNN, you know, which everything you see on CNN is accurate.
It's peaceful to us because we've got all this other stuff cluttering our minds. It may not be peaceful to them because they've got, you know, they're not just waking up and going, oh, this is great.
Hey, there's a coconut.
They don't know any better. So they've got, I got to go hunt for my food.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got to, you know, I mean, they've got other things that stress them out. So no matter what it is,
I guess everything's relative, right?
It is absolutely, you know. I saw a meme on Facebook, and I don't know if I shared it or not, but it's like 4 little pictures, and one of them is, you know, guy sitting there in his car looking at the car next to him going, man, that's a nice car. You're sitting in the car. Then there's somebody sitting there going, man, I wish I had a car.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody riding a bike, and it's like, man, that guy's got a bicycle. He can go anywhere he wants. And it's like, it's all about perspective.
Yeah, totally, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just taking things for granted.
Yeah, we do. We do. It's like, I want a nicer car. For what?
Because people will think that you're cool.
Yeah. It's for what other people will think.
Yeah. And again, that's something I've never gotten caught up in. Thank God.
I have.
No, that you.
I know. It's that kind of stuff.
It's like the whole keeping up with the Joneses, man. Who the fuck are the Joneses anyway?
Right.
Like,
who the fuck are you?
And I'm just a dude.
Yeah.
I'm just a dude, man. But that whole thing, I mean, I think everybody gets caught up in it to an extent. You know, like the thing, like, okay, look at what you're doing. Like back in the day, I would have been jealous. I'd have been like, damn, but no, I'm inspired when I see, you know, some of one of my friends, I haven't seen her in quite a while, but Trinity, her photography is, I used to be intimidated by it. I used to be jealous of it. And I decided to get back to work so I can get better on mine because she inspired me.
Yeah. You turn that jealousy into some motivation.
Yeah. And then I want to take it around and inspire somebody else if possible. That's
you have. See, that's your photography and what you're doing and the journey that you've been through has inspired people.
Yeah. And that means a lot to me, you know, just,
you know, so, you know, I kind of wish I envy that a little bit to a point where, you know, you're finally able to do something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And attempt to make a go at it.
Yeah.
And you wake up motivated and you've got things to look forward to. And it's like, hey, I got this really cool art show in Columbia City this weekend, and everybody come out and check it out.
Yeah.
And you're excited because this is, look at what I'm look at what I'm doing. Look at what this is the beauty that I see, and I hope that you see it too.
Yeah.
And you know, I hope it monetizes to some money in my pocket because that's what I'm doing for a living.
Right. Right.
But it's more of a passion. It's not like you're going out digging ditches.
Right. Which that I've done that. And that's fun.
Exactly. No,
But
it's not fun.
I'm weird, but I think the thing too is like the thing I need to be careful of is a guy once told me not too long ago. He asked me, he says, because he knows that, you know, that I have an ego, which is just completely based from fear. And that's how it manifests itself in me is I go to like, oh, you know, but I've been working on that part. But the thing, like with all this, when PBS called and wanted to do an interview with the artist at Epoxy Art, and I was like, I thought it was you calling her. I thought it was one of my friends just messing with me, and I'm like, I played along. I'm like, well, there are no artists here, which I'm not an artist. I'm gonna be one someday. I'm trying to be.
Yeah,
I'm
you
learning
are.
to be. I'm
but
trying.
you are.
That's the way I see it. But anyway, so I appreciate it. But now the thing is like, I didn't want this to go to my head because anything I've done in the past, like especially, you know, my previous career, it all went to my head. And it was all my responsibility. It was all on me. I let it get to my head, and I didn't want to turn into that guy again, that schmuck, you know. And with this stuff, it got a lot of attention early on, and I felt my shit clicking. I felt that ego clicking, and I'm like, so I try to be humble, but then when I try to be so humble, that's also my ego. And I'm like, dude, where is it? Where's that balance? Dude told me, he's like, there's a difference between ego and pride. He's like, are you proud of what you do? Proud of your work? Proud of the work that you've put in, the hours and hours and hours that nobody sees, that you put in, the nonstop. And I'm like, yeah, I am proud of that. That's not ego.
Right.
It's like when you start believing the hype, when someone comes up and says, oh, your stuff's amazing, it's beautiful. Another friend told me the best thing you can say is thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Even if you don't think it, but it means something to somebody else to tell you that.
Right.
And I'm like, that's the thing, just learning my shit. And it's like, I'm proud of what we're doing. You know, I am, but I ain't the best at it. We're not the best at it. We're just doing our thing.
Nobody is.
No. Oh no, man. I see some dope ass tables.
Seen some dope ass tables, but they could do better.
Yeah. And they are. They are. That's a cool thing.
And so are you.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
And so will I.
Dude, this is cool as shit.
Yeah, I'm
cool
digging
as shit.
And it'll be cool. It'll be cooler, and each episode will hopefully be a little more fine tuned. And
yeah,
I'm digging it. It's fun.
Yeah, I thought about doing something like this, and then I'm like, I can't do it. But I think you've got that totally right temperament. You're a good conversationalist, and
wasn't always.
Me either. Well, I'm yeah, but it is. I think this is like right up your alley, dude. People trust you, and like, I don't know, you got this like cool ass vibe. You just chill, and you know,
wasn't always, and I'm not always.
Yeah, true. Me neither. You know,
I'm a dick. I can be.
Dick. No, what's that song? Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
We didn't really get too far into music, did we?
No. For the next time, I guess.
Top 3 concerts, real quick.
That I've been to?
My podcast? What the hell?
That I've been to?
Yeah.
Van Halen.
What year?
It was the 5150 tour.
86 Coliseum?
Yeah.
I was there, dude.
Yeah.
That's one of my top 3. I think I saw you. You're driving a taxi.
a little before that. Def Leppard in the round.
I got an impression. No way.
They were
the
in
drummer.
Yeah. That was a pretty neat concert because of all the stage stuff, and I like their music. And Kid Rock, man, I went to Kid Rock.
Oh, I've never seen him.
Dude is amazing in concert.
He just don't give a shit, does he?
No, he does not give a shit. But you know what? The dude sounds like, I mean, he sounds just as good in concert as he does on his records.
He's from Detroit too, right?
Yeah.
Detroit, what? Yeah.
And I mean, dude's got so much. He's not a good singer.
No, terrible.
But for what he does, it's great.
What's that slow ass song he did?
I don't know. Picture.
I did listen
with
to it.
Sheryl
So,
Crow.
yeah.
Yeah, picture.
I'm like, well,
I mean,
respect for trying, I guess.
I like his music. He does country, does rap, does rock. I like that. I mean, I like that he's not in his own. He's not in like a little box.
Yeah.
He does what he wants.
Does what he wants to do. That's what I love. That's my favorite musicians are like the ones that are not normal musicians. The one like Robert Smith with the Cure, Trent Reznor, Eminem. You go to all these different, that they're just doing their own thing the way they want to do it.
Yeah, and you can kind of go through them, or you can go on this journey with them.
Yeah.
Through their life. I mean, I'm a Metallica fan, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And everybody's blowing them shit when they cut their hair and did that Load album. And you know what? There's a lot of good songs. It's a very good album.
Love that album.
They got a lot of shit off of it.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, it's a fucking good album.
Yeah.
I just, Until It Sleeps. Oh, it's a great song.
It's a good song. Or
Load, Reload.
That's all about like 9 Inch Nails is, when Pretty Hate Machine came out, it was 89, I think. There was everything's like just all the hair bands and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't dig that too much. But when they came out, I didn't hear them until 92 or 91. I think I was in the Air Force, but dude popped them in, had like a hole, and I'm like, and I'm like
different.
But to watch him as an artist grow, I mean, he won a Grammy or what's the one he did the score for the Facebook movie?
Oh, did he?
Social Network, is that what it's called?
Well, that would be no
it was the Facebook movie,
JT yeah.
But he did the score on that.
Okay.
And he won, I think it was an Oscar. That's the one for the movies, right?
Yeah, it'd be an Oscar.
He won that. He gets up there and he's like, well, I didn't think this was going to happen. Most of you guys probably don't know who I am anyway. I think something like that.
Right.
But just to see his progression to where it was anger, and then it was like shit like Korn. That's one of my favorite bands of all time too. Same thing. Grew up with Korn. Or in my early 20s, when Twist, the first, oh my God. And to see them progress to where their music, they talk about the past. They talk about their struggles and they talk about the things they've been through, but it's still with like the same aggression, like with Korn, but with 9 Inch Nails, it's more, I don't know. They've calmed down a lot. They've tried, he's tried like different, like put an album called Ghosts. It's nothing but like instrumental for 2 CDs. And I mean, it's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's stuff you can get lost in.
Yeah. Get me going on music. We're going to be here all night.
I love it.
What time?
Yeah.
Is that 9?
It's 8:45.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're probably needing to wrap this up.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, well, let's wrap it up.
Cool.
Till the next time.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. This has been like, I think what you're doing is awesome. I think this is right in your wheelhouse, and it's only gonna get better and better. But man, it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to this one, so I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man.
I didn't even introduce you. This is Jared Christiansen.
Hi. Christiansen. You can call me Jerry. Call me Bob. Whatever. But dude's a cool dude. And one last thing, it's like, it'll be a monologue, but you'll understand what it is. Because I hate when I'm trying to put in a description. It's like, how do you describe who a person is in like a few sentences? So much more to each and every one of us. It's like, oh, what do you consider yourself? It's like, how do I describe you? He's a cool dude. He's a dad. He's a husband. He's what, and then it winds up being what you do. Oh, he's an artist. No, I was like, who the fuck are you? Not what are you? It's who are you? I'm just a dude, man.
Yeah, you're a dude, and you're a cool dude. And
that's
I'm
it.
Proud that you're my friend.
Me too, man. I mean, the other way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
You want a hug?
No. Maybe. All right. Thanks a lot again. Appreciate it for Jared coming out and spending some time. And thanks once again to R&L Automotive 436 Auto. Check them out for that $29.99 hell of a deal for an oil change. He'll even put it in the air and take a picture of it if you want.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
See ya. That was fun.
Yeah, no shit.